And what's going on, guys? Welcome to another lovely episode of Industrialized. Today I'm going to be working on our little refinery. I've already gone ahead and laid out some of it. And if we go down the stairs here, I have carved out a little basement, and that's where we're going to be running some engines and some wiring and stuff. So I guess what I'll start with, as we look in this chest, is putting in some tanks up on the upper level. We also have a little control room here that I've already went ahead and set up. And I didn't bother building like the walls and the ceiling and stuff because I don't really know how it's going to look. I just wanted to get the guts of it done, and then we'll go from there. So let's see, I need some stone brick that I forgot to bring up. Don't really have a whole lot of it here, so hopefully we'll have enough. Not gonna have enough to make the actual building, but we should be able to get maybe a border and something done. So there's going to be another fuel tank here. So this is 5 high, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then right here are going to be refineries, and then right here is going to be 4, 5. These are going to be fuel tanks. Now, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with the fuel. I just kind of wanted to do something just to, start doing something with all this oil. So I don't have any use planned for the fuel yet, but I wanted to at least get the facilities implemented so that I can use it. If any of you are following along on my forum or Twitter, you'll know that I'm pretty much done with this season of Industrialized. Once 1.3 comes out, I will be starting Season 2 with a fresh world. So I'm sort of just doing the refinery just to say that I've done it. I probably won't use any of it. Not sure yet. Depends on how long the mods take to update after 1.3 comes out. So let's see. We will get some redstone engines. If I can go down the hole. Now I think I have everything. I may be missing some stuff. I hope not. And we need some waterproof pipe. And we need... Okay, wooden waterproof pipe, iron waterproof pipe. And we need to make some refineries. I can't remember if I have everything for the recipe. I hope I do. I need diamond gears for starters. And I think it was, how did that go? I think it's 1 diamond gear. And then tanks. And glass. Might have to open up NEI and take a look. Duh. Redstone torches, that's right. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Alright, let's go see if we can get this stuff set up. So first thing we need is a redstone engine, and a pipe, and a pipe. Then we need more redstone engines here, pipes here. Let's put some more stone brick down here. Refinery. pipe, and some more engines, and some more pipe. Had a brain fart there for a second. So now let's see, we'll go like this, and this, and this, and this, and this. And like I said, I will explain this in a second. So basically, what we have, all the oil is going to come in from the oil field. It's going to come into this tank. Then I'm going to have a lever, or in here somewhere, or back there in the control room, and I can cross feed oil from this tank to this tank so I can balance them out. It's a one direction thing. I really shouldn't ever have to go from this tank to this tank, because this tank is getting filled up from the oil field. If I need to add oil to this tank, I will just pump oil from a well. So basically I can balance these tanks out, and then I have another lever that turns on the refinery, which basically turns on these 4 redstone engines. So it's going to be pumping oil out of the tanks and into the refinery, and at the same time pumping fuel out of the refinery into this tank. Then I have another cross feed where I can pump fuel from this tank to this tank, and then finally I have an output engine so that I can output fuel and send it wherever. Now, like I said, I have no real use for the oil right now, or the fuel, so yeah, it's probably just going to sit like this, and I don't think I have additional pipes installed, so I can't use a teleporter pipe to teleport it somewhere more useful, which would have been a good idea to have, but that's not the case. And to control these engines, I'm going to have wireless redstone transmitters and receivers. So I'll put the receivers under the engines, and I have 6 Pete engines that are going to run the refineries, just 3 per refinery. It's not going to make a whole lot of power, but I had a test world, and I found using combustion engines to be a pain. Basically, I needed 1 pump per combustion engine to keep it cooled. And I haven't really used combustion engines very much, so I thought that was kind of lame. So we're going to go down here, and we are going to put in the receivers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now we have the receivers. So let's assign them some channels here. Let's start from here. We'll do, what was I picking? I was doing 200. So we'll do 200, and then all these will be 201. Basically, 201 is going to be the channel that flips on the actual refining process. Now, I may have to tweak this. This is kind of just off the top of my head. And let's see, this one is the cross feed. So it will be 202, and then the output will be 203. Not that I'm going to remember that, but I need some transmitters. Now in Season 2, I'll be switching to the Chicken Bones edition of the wireless redstone, so it's going to be a lot more expensive to do this stuff. That confused me for a second. I was like, why did I have an extra? And that's because I'm going to have one transmitter is going to basically control 4 receivers. which means I have way too many levers, but at least I think I do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, no, then I'll have, I actually want, that's right. So I'm actually missing a receiver. Okay. I want to have a receiver out on the actual well so that I can control the well from the control room. So let's see if I have the stuff to craft this. Wireless receiver. I need iron, redstone, and a lever. All of which I don't have. So we'll leave that for now. We'll do some other stuff in the meantime. So let's see, let's set up the engines. Don't really need that right now. Put this in here. Hopefully I don't forget it. I'll take some of this just in case I need it. Don't need it quite yet. Actually, I probably will need it for the engines. Basically, what I need to do is I need to turn on the engines with the refinery. So, what I will do is put these down here. These are the wooden pipes, right? Yep. So wooden pipes. This could get ugly. I'm ideally going to use gold conductive pipes, but I'm really running low on gold, so that's not going to happen just yet. Okay, so crap. No, wait. The refineries are right above here, I think. Hopefully they don't break when I break this block. Okay, good. Okay, so there's power for that refinery. And then this one's going to be over here. Ooh, I have one spare. Wow, that was close. Alright, so now what we need to do is, how can we do this? We'll just run a cable from, destroy that. I don't want to do that. Shift click that. No. I think I can run a power from here. Hoping that this is going to provide power to this block, which is going to power this red alloy wire, hopefully. We'll just do that. And we'll do the same thing over here. Okay. So let's see, 201. Actually, let's go up here and set up these transmitters. How do I want to do this? Let's say, what is the most logical way to do this? You would have, I have signs. Let's just get signs. All right. So this is going to be the well. The second one is going to be oil cross feed. Cross feed. And then this is going to be refinery. This is going to be fuel cross feed. And this is going to be fuel output. Alright. So this is well, so that's not applicable right now. This is oil cross feed, so I think it was 200. This is the refinery, which should be 201. What was this? basically everything should be in order. Oh, it was 202, and then 203, hopefully. Right, so let's just double check that the oil or the fuel output was 203. Can't get to it from there. So if this is 203, then everything should be good. Okay, good. So let's test real quick here. If we turn on the oil cross feed, we have oil cross feeding into the other tank. Perfect. Now, before I do the refinery, I need to tell it what to produce, which means I need tin. So I'm gonna go get some buckets real quick, and we're going to tell the refineries what to refine. Wow, I got all the way over here and I realized I forgot my my thing. It's the first time I've ever taken it out of my inventory and I left it there. So let's see, we're gonna have to go the manual way here. I need to find my iron, and I need some redstone, raw ores, minerals, and dusts. Let's do I have any tin ingots? Raw ores, minerals, and dusts. I don't think I have ingots in here. Buildcraft, pipe, wool, mechanical, overflow, metals and gems. Here we go. I need some iron. I don't think I have iron. Okay. Okay. We need a bucket or two. There's someone outside my window talking. Okay, we got buckets, so now we need to make a receiver. What was the recipe for receiver again? Lever. Of course, I don't have cobble on me. Actually, no, I have levers. Sweet. Okay. I forget the recipe already, but I think I know what it was. Obviously, I don't. There we go. Alright, let's head back over yonder. Alright, so let's check the frequency for this. Haven't assigned one yet. So let's do 204. My wires are getting all in the way. I should see if I can find like a really good wireless headset and mic. That would be awesome. Okay, so we got 204. Let's get a wireless receiver and let's go over here. Oh, we're getting fancy now. I was the wrong one. 204. Okay, so I saw it flash up, so I know it's gonna work. So let's just double check. Well, I don't think we can see the redstone engine animated from over here. There it goes. Okay, so that's working. Sweet. Now let's try. Oh yeah, I need to do the bucket thing before I turn the refinery on. Because if we don't do this, then what happens is you're supposed to have. The way I'm having it set up, I have oil in these two tanks here, and then the fuel goes in here and gets pumped out. But sometimes, for whatever reason, when you don't specify the slots, the fuel, instead of going into this slot, it ends up in this slot if it's empty. So that was scary. Didn't actually think I was going to do that. There we go. That's what I'm aiming for. And then we do that again. So basically I'm telling it to put oil, or I mean fuel in these slots, hopefully. Let's make sure these 4 engines run. Those 2 are running. Those 2 are running. Oil's going in. Just make sure this one fills up as well. There we go. And we'll go downstairs and make sure the Pete engines are also running. Okay, so now we just have to load them up with some stuff. Don't need this stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, we got power going. Phone is ringing. So we have some fuel production going in now. Very slowly. So let's turn on the cross feed so we can get some oil into the other tank, or else it's kind of pointless. Just really aren't getting enough power. But once the Pete engines turn, it might take a little while. So yeah, there we go. There's our basic refinery. Now we just have to do some cosmetic work here. Look, but we'll see what happens. I don't think I have enough materials anyway. Let's do a 1-block border. I think we'll go this way. Let them down it. I only have a few glass panes, but I do have some glass. I can remember the recipe for glass panes. Okay. So I don't want to put down too many windows, because it is a refinery after all. Let's put 3 here. Three over here. Which one was it? It should be this block here. Couple windows right here so we can kind of see the fields working. That'd be kind of cool. Just don't know where I want to put them. Let's just put a little 3 long window here. And now we will go back around. We add one more layer. So I don't have enough stone for any more layers. So plus this will just give us a good idea of what everything's going to look like. If I have enough blocks, that is. It's going to be close. Oh yeah. Now I have no way back in. Oh, cross-feeding too much. For sure. Maybe 1 or 2 more peat engines for each refinery might be enough. Some oil pumping over there. So I think I'll do a few finishing touches off camera. We'll probably take a look at them in the next episode.